Hello, my name is Ashley Schwalje. I'm the head of commercialization for patient engagement and recruitment at Citeline. Today, I'll be speaking with you about leveraging patient and site-centric technology, as well as crowdsourced recruitment to expand your enrollment reach and accelerate clinical trial timelines. Status quo. Most clinical trials are still failing to meet original enrollment goals. We've all heard it, we're tired of hearing it. Recent statistics reported that 49% of the general public is willing to participate in a clinical trial, which is down from 85% prior to the pandemic. From that pool of willing patients, only 3% actually join a clinical trial, and even less physicians are actually referring their patients to clinical trials. There's a huge lack of awareness as well as a lack of trust playing a major role in these statistics. And the best thing that clinical trial sponsors can do is open as many channels as possible to educate about clinical trials, their value, and to help build trust with patient communities as well as healthcare professionals. But lack of time is a huge challenge that clinical trial sponsors face. Every partner that a sponsor chooses to work with requires time and effort to onboard and manage them when it comes to selecting partners and vendors, executing the procurement process, building relationships, sharing updates, tracking, doing analytics. All of that takes a huge amount of investment on the part of a clinical trial sponsor. But luckily, technology is transforming the way that we do things every day. We've gone from hoping for sunshine on yard sale day to sell our things to instantly selling them on an online marketplace. From cold calling realtors to get lucky on a beach rental to finding amazing destinations across the globe and reserving them in the click of a button. And that's precisely what we're doing with Citeline Connect. We've taken those concepts and used them to revolutionize patient engagement and recruitment on a global scale. And we're doing this in a one-to-many model that's underpinned by technology that serves to alleviate burden for all stakeholders involved in clinical research. This particular slide shows the many diverse partners that are recruiting simultaneously for Moderna's clinical trials through the Citeline Connect platform. And the beauty of these partners is that they're all different. Some of them are traditional recruitment partners, others are nonprofits, patient advocacy groups, media firms. They're all reaching their patient populations in different ways. And we arm our recruitment partners with technology. So here on the screen, you can see a number of different clinical trial microsites. These microsites have information about the clinical trial, and they're connected to pre-screening technology that provides a really seamless patient journey. So a patient can actually take the pre-screening questionnaire to see if they're eligible. And if they are, then they're transferred to the closest clinical trial site to them. They also have the option to schedule directly, as well as sync their medical records if they're in the US, that the site can actually pre-screen them to make sure that everyone is making the best use of their time. Some clinical trial sponsors also choose to use an enterprise-wide clinical trial site as a hub to actually drive traffic and interest in their clinical trial portfolio and to build communities. Moderna actually recently launched a clinical trial community that has seen significant growth and is up to almost 20,000 members. So those are folks who have actually expressed interest in Moderna's clinical trials and want to stay up to date on the latest clinical trial opportunities. Also, patients who pre-screen for Moderna's trial but are not eligible are then directed to the community in case they can be matched to a clinical trial at a later date. Citeline Connect does work in many different disease areas, well over 20 at this point, but these are some of the huge successes that we've seen, particularly in the vaccine space. For an RSV trial, we have an 18% conversion rate. For a CMV trial, we're contributing to 42% of the US enrollment. For another RSV trial, we've randomized 1 in 5 referrals. And for a COVID-19 trial, we've actually doubled enrollment and increased diversity from 24 to 37% in 2 months. So lots of amazing and impactful things going on with Citeline Connect. Another great thing is that it's modular. What we do is we look at every single clinical trial and say, okay, what does this trial actually need to be successful? And we match those modular solutions to that study's need. So a few really quick takeaways. Clinical trial sponsors need to open as many pathways as possible to raise awareness about clinical trials and to build trust. When data, technology, and workflows are all seamlessly connected, all stakeholders will experience greater efficiency. The future of clinical research relies on novel approaches that are innovative, predictable, and scalable. And this perfectly describes Citeline Connect. Thank you for taking a few moments to watch this. Have a great day.